Hello, I'm Shawn Turner, Business Development Specialist with Bernalillo County Economic Development. Thank you so much for joining me today on Biz Moments, a program designed to share business tips with you from business leaders and county management. Our goal is constant. We want Bernalillo County businesses to thrive. Today, Deanna Archuleta, Director of Economic Development for Bernalillo County, is our guest. Deanna, thank you so much for joining me.
Shawn, thanks so much for having me.
So Deanna, you're here today to share more good news about economic development in Bernalillo County, specifically two new tools, Local LEDA and GRIP.
Yes, these two new tools will benefit all of Bernalillo County residents. It really makes us much more attractive to both local businesses and external businesses to come here. As you know, Bernalillo County's been incredibly successful. Since 2012, we've passed 46 new incentives in our community. Most of those have been IRBs. And what that really means to people, what does that mean when you're looking at it? What it really means is it means 3,600 new jobs in our community and $750 million of investment that's come into our community. That's tremendous. And we look forward to being able to do more. And these two new tools really give us that opportunity.
Well, great. So let's get to the details. Local LEDA, which is the Local Economic Development Act, and GRIP, which is the Gross Receipts Investment Policy. Now, they were approved by the Commission this year, making them possible now to be used by new businesses. Please explain what they are and how they work.
Absolutely. Well, the first piece that I really want to make sure that everybody understands is this has no new tax implications for Bernalillo County residents. These are generated from a new development inside the county. Okay. So there's no impact at all on our residents. And I want to make sure that's clear because oftentimes when people feel like there's some sort of giveaway, that often makes them anxious about what's going on. And there isn't anything with this. So if I start with LEDA first.
Please do.
Thanks. I want to explain that LEDA is a tool that can be used in any situation with the exception of a retail business.
Okay.
And it really is to impact infrastructure.
Right. So if a project can't have retail.
Correct.
But if it doesn't have retail, it can apply for LEDA funds. But what can a company do with those funds?
Well, it's great. So a company would come in, put in their infrastructure, which often means bringing infrastructure to areas that are not served currently.
Okay.
So if you're a neighborhood that surrounds it, not only do you get a new business in your community, but you get infrastructure brought to you. And a lot of folks wonder, what does that mean?
I was just going to say, can we
absolutely
expand on infrastructure?
Absolutely. It means new roads. It means utilities. So you're getting water and sewer lines. There's new gas lines. There's new electrical lines. And oftentimes that also means high-speed internet.
Oh, great. Broadband is an issue.
Absolutely.
So do other LEDA funds exist in addition to local LEDA funds?
There is state LEDA funds, and state LEDA is actually as a grant. It often companies can apply. It's related to jobs, and there's more information on New Mexico Economic Development's website to really look at that, and folks can go there for a reference.
Right.
But our LEDA is very different because it really goes to an infrastructure, and it's public infrastructure that folks can later use. So if you're driving to your local business that now exists, and it can be a sports facility, it can go to, like I said, a business, and it can also go to an entertainment location. So
why are projects such as that important to Bernalillo County?
Well, they bring new generated income. So one of the pieces that I want to make sure I explain is that the county isn't paying back the developer for all their infrastructure costs. As that company has come in and they generate gross receipts tax. Now that's new taxes that are coming into the community. A small portion will be returned as that investment has been placed. Okay. So you're talking about public infrastructure that's been paid for in at the beginning of a project by a developer or whoever's building the building or the company, and then a portion of the earned gross receipts tax that are new will go back to them to reimburse them for that.
Right. And of course, there is job creation also with these projects.
Exactly, which is also something to keep in mind because communities not only get that infrastructure, they get jobs in their neighborhoods. So you can now walk to work.
And you talk often about the importance of livable communities. So how else do these projects contribute to that?
Well, not only do they bring in this infrastructure, but if you don't mind,
Please.
if we switch to GRIP for a moment.
Okay, and GRIP is the...
Go
right?
ahead. Yes.
Okay, so she's going to give it to me.
Yes.
The gross receipts investment policy.
Correct. Well done. So GRIP, or this gross receipts investment policy, allows for retail.
Oh, good.
So in a lot of underserved communities, now we get a grocery store, we can get shopping nearby, which really enhances a community and again, creates additional jobs. So the piece that LEDA doesn't do is this retail piece.
Right.
GRIP does allow for that.
Okay, and GRIP, have we always had, LEDA has existed, as you explained moments ago, at the state level. Now our commission has approved it at local LEDA, at the local level. What about GRIP? Have we always been able to have GRIP?
No, and that's a great point, Shawn. The key piece of GRIP is that we were allowed to get it because the citizens of Bernalillo County voted in 2016 to make sure that we are a home rule community.
Okay.
And with home rule, not only do we get all these other benefits of home rule,
Right.
this is a key piece. We actually got these two new tools to bring into our toolbox to help our community grow and create jobs and really expand infrastructure that's
Right.
sorely needed in a lot of the areas in Bernalillo County.
Right. And as always, all of us here at Bernalillo County are charged with enhancing the quality of life for residents. And certainly, I know that our department under you and also the commission works to do that, to bring new jobs. You have a better life if you have a job. That's a given.
Absolutely.
So you are very passionate, I know, about both of these new tools, along with our other, incentives. What else are you looking forward to here, in economic development, Bernalillo County? What do you see on the horizon for us, the immediate, the achievable horizon?
Well, I really look forward to being able to implement this. We've already had a lot of interest in both LEDA and GRIP because for a lot of folks, they have large pieces of land but have had a real struggle with really being able to bring in new businesses because they haven't had that money to be able to front the costs of that infrastructure. So this allows them to have a tool to recoup some of that cost. And again, it's public infrastructure, right? You get sidewalks, you get all of these other tools, and you have a livable community.
Great, and reduce carbon footprint, as you said. You're not
Absolutely.
driving everywhere for what you need. So it's a win-win for everybody.
It is. It's really a great tool. And I have to give incredible credit to the commission. They were all on board with this. They really worked hard to make sure that it was all in place so that, and incredible work on home rule.
Right.
And, as you said, a former commissioner, I know we've been looking at home rule for over 12 years. And to be able to achieve that was really a crowning achievement for the commission. And I think the community needs to give them a lot of credit for that.
All right, great. Well, I know, as part of economic development, that we are all eager to bring as much as possible to the success of our businesses, because that's our goal.
Absolutely, because if our businesses thrive, we thrive as a community. And as they create gross receipts tax and property tax, it brings up the ship for everyone in Bernalillo County, and that allows us to have more to actually put into the community, and that's always a positive way.
Okay, well, great. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, Deanna.
Thank you, Shawn, and thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So, thank you for joining me on Biz Moments. I'm Shawn Perry-Turner, and if you'd like more information, please visit Economic Development on our website, www.bernco.gov, or call me at 505-468-7817.